My name is Azlaf Mohammed. I am a native of Elayoun countryside near Ujda, about 600 kilometers away from Casablanca. I belong to the tribe Heddi. I am from Morocco. In this third video, I continue to relate the events I lived in November 1996 when some perpetrators that I call here Companions 96 led me via the use of voice at distance. In year 1996, I was a civil servant in an administration of the Ministry of Interior near Mohammedia, namely Bni Khlef Louisiya Mayor Santa, and abided alone in Mohammedia. In that year, 1996, I was also a university student in Mohammedia, option French literature, and I was in the third form. I said in the previous second video how Companions 96 led me on Tangier route, starting from a town that could be either Sidi Qasim or Sidi Sliman, barefooted at night in a state of partial madness. In this video, I continue to relate the event of that night with the voice of Companions 96. I also said that the voice ordered me to not check any road signs on my way that night. So, at some other moment of that night, controlled journey, barefooted, and when a car with a Dutch plate rode behind me, the voice of Companions 96 told me in Arabic, "You will get in the oncoming car." The car passed by me at full speed. The voice then added, "Oh, it is gone." Companions 96 repeated that trick about other rare cars, and I believed them each time, expecting that a car stops and takes me that night. When a large tank lorry came by that road and passed by me, the voice reminded me in the following words, "It is the tank lorry you wanted to escape in." Companions 96 were talking about the event I lived in Ma'mura forest near Saleh Ribat in a night of that same period of my partial madness in November 1996. That event was as follows. The voice led me by a route with a bend and a slope in Ma'mura forest at night. There was a long white lorry parked there. The voice orders made me pass on the left side of that lorry, and when I was at the level of the cab near the driver's door, the voice told me, "Get in here." But because of my delayed reactions, I passed the cab without I opened the lorry's door. The lorry's driver and his mate were then standing on the road verge near the trees, but they didn't talk to me. Now, after this short digression, I come back to the story of my night journey on Tangier Road, led barefooted by the voice of Companions 96. Further on my way on Tangier Road that night, the voice told me, you will go to Muhammadia, you will go to Obaha's home, but not in Pomblonda beach. This man, Ahmed Obaha, had been the mayor of the Mayor Santa Bnikhlef, Louisiana, where I used to work as a civil servant near Muhammadia and near Casablanca, and he was my head till year 1992 when Bnikhlef Mayor Santa split and Mansouriya Mayor Santa was created. Obaha became the first mayor of Mansouriya Mayor Santa, and when I was transferred there without my consent, I refused that transfer and hence had a conflict with Obaha and the district Qaid Hajli Mustafa. Because of that conflict, and via irony, the voice of Companion 96 told me then that Obaha will be my host. Companions 96 knew anything about my life. The voice, to stress the irony, also added then, there will be also Mr. Hajli in Obaha homes. They are waiting for you. Hajli Mustafa being the Qaid of the district. Forgetting the matter of that conflict I had before with those two heads of mine, because of the madness disturbance, and believing the Companions 96 suggestion, I asked them, will I go to the Obaha's building in which there is the popular bank agency in Muhammadia? The voice didn't reply to my question. Obaha actually is the owner of the building I mentioned in Hassan II Boulevard in Muhammadia. The stages of this night torture are not related in the order they took place in, because when I first wrote them in late year 1996, I didn't respect strictly that order. At another stage of that night journey on Tangier Road, barefooted, I passed by a small group of houses on the right of the road. When the dogs followed me, barking, and I got frightened, the voice told me, don't bother about them, just go ahead. The dogs actually stopped as soon as I forgot about the danger. Maybe Companion 96 threw the dogs with a surge of energy and crippled them. In fact, the technology of sounds and voices that Companion 96 led me with in November 1996 is part of mind control means. At another moment, when a gas emission had been developing inside my bowels, Companion 96 voice immediately ordered me in a rude way, don't lose gas. This event meant that the perpetrators of my kidnapping were technically able to scan all my body and detect its secret stores. In fact, in another moment then, when I felt an itching sensation in my eye, the voice told me to not rub my eye before I move my arm to do that. In other videos, I will talk about how Companion 96 used to make my interior secret monologues aloud and turn them to my ears. Their apparatus allows them to record my thinking that I put in silent words under my throat. During the last stage of that night torture on Tangier Route, when I had been shivering from the cold weather of the fall and the cold of my wet clothes, the voice told me, "You will perform Wujda dance. Sway your shoulders up and down and sing, make mah, make mah." The sound mah means the tight kiss of the lovers. That expression, make mah, in Arabic was part of Ujdi Rai song, and swinging shoulders is part of Ujda main dance. And I am myself a native of El Ayoun countryside near Ujda. Companions 96 were improvising torture stages to have fun to my detriment. Maybe the kidnapping operation was filmed as it had been proceeding in the moonlight on Tangier Road. When finally the light of dawn appeared, the voice said with enthusiasm in Arabic, "Now it is the day, now it is the day, take him." So at dawn, I arrived at a crossroads on Tangier Road. At that crossroad, on the left verge, I found a man lying on the ground, his head raised. He wore a white plastic jellaba on his clothes. He got up, came close to me, put his hand on my back, scrutinized my face, and uttered, "Si Muhammad?" And then he let me pass. This man might be the supervisor of the Companions 96 feet on earth, while Companions 96 were in the sky. At that crossroads, with the faint light of dawn, the voice told me to turn on my left and go by another bifurcation. It was only a temporary measure for the following day. In fact, during the following night, Companions 96 had tried to lead me back to Tangier Route to proceed with the kidnapping operation under the cover of madness using voice. I will relate what had occurred during the following day and night in a fourth video later. As for reference for the voice and sound technology that these Companions 96 used during my kidnapping, you have the book Mind Control, The Ultimate Brave New World by Dr. Nick Begish, mainly from pages 19 and 23.